Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
58. Hey, let's get this.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Coming to you. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Ingram hauls it in. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It was 10% off, so I had to get it.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh,
it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
It was 10% off.
Devontae Adams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
I got the $80 one, the $90 one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, you're talking about the little right.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers throwing again. Incomplete.
The ball off Anthony.
Anthony Barr there to charge 3.
JT Barrett,
when I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, exit. Hey, 50.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Cook following the penalty. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
I ain't gonna lie. They did justice on this playlist.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Coming after you. 24 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 24 is the mic. Here we go. 24 is the mic.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
3 down, 3 down. 24 is the mic. Ready? 24 is the mic.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
A first down carry for Davis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Oh, my
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers going deep downfield for Ross. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
Well, I'm going to shoot for this, boy.
Go, go.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I got one.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers.
Only 40.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The left side caught by Diggs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Tie your rope, tie your rope. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. 24 is the mic.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a 1st down and run out this first half.
Man.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
Green 18. Hey, take 26.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
You know that lion? But don't do drugs,
feeling
man.
at the 2.
I got to
nice
jump him like that
sets him
motherfucker
up
tomorrow.
pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
It's just this function we having on post. Nah, I'm just doing it for the kids, man. It's gonna be hot as fuck in that suit too, though. It's gonna be hot than a bitch. Let me see on the picture of that shit. I'm gonna have a tail and everything.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cole.
Oh, that's
and
dirty.
the play goes nowhere.
That's
Losing yards
dirty.
back near the 40 at the 39.
Right.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, man, it's a hilarious game.
To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch the screen.
Back to the ground. This time, Cook. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th.
Shit.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Hey, we got Mike 50, y'all.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy in the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Boy, you out the bad lobby?
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Jones. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Over the middle, he's got his tight end in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Waiting on that bitch to catch the rock, bro. Look. Fucking ball.
258.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up,
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, it's Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. He has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Third down and goal to go.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. To throw, Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
24 is the mark. Go, go, go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Ross. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They come out here in the I. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's get this.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, yo. Got 3 down. Kill. Good route kill.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Benjamin with it over the middle. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Cousins. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good. To
throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
$319.
I know he ain't got it. Check 3.
Get 300. Get 300.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right
Is it a true?
side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
319.
Rodgers to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Is he allowed to do that?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Go get a teddy, man.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Rodgers.
Oh,
And this will be incomplete.
Trey, you gotta pick that, Trey. Oh my
Work
God.
with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's
Trey
what they're doing down the field
Wayne.
now.
Come
That
on,
incompletion
Trey.
allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The left side throw complete to
Yeah,
Adams.
whatever.
The
That's a whack.
Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Okay,
And he'll
well,
go
ice
out
this
of
nigga,
bounds
man.
after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Packers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers again now. He's got Adams on the hookup. That one goes for 24 yards. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this